It's week 6 of my video diary, and I've spent a lot of the last week grieving my cat, more than I thought I could. On the weekend I saw my son. He's 22, Alex. And he hurt himself pretty bad. He had a lot of alcohol and punched a wall, and he might have to have an operation in his hand and have a pin put into it. I took all his belongings to him, and he lives in St Kilda. The city was bedlam, it was the Grand Prix, and my son tried to tell me that he was doing okay, that he was making better decisions for his life, and that he was learning from his mistakes. But I know that, like myself, he needs to talk about his past, and he needs help to make sense of a lot of his past. I neglected him. I neglected Alex emotionally because of my gambling. Even when there was 2 to 3 weeks in between my gambling benders, he could never trust the good times because he knew there would come a time when I would gamble again. And a week or so before I knew I was going, if I knew I was going to gamble for the week beforehand, I wouldn't be there for him emotionally. And he lacked a lot of parenting because of that, and he needs to talk about that. They say you are still modelling to them even when they're adults, and it begins with me, so I have to start right at the beginning. I intend on really looking after myself in the next week. I intend on getting together with my counsellor and discussing what to do next. I know there's various forms of counselling. There's just basic counselling, then there's psychotherapy. And I do know that in order to have psychotherapy, you have to have the rest of your life pretty well in order. And I guess that's what I'm going to ask my counsellor about. Where does she think I'm at? And how do I maybe incorporate Alex into some counselling, because he has voiced that he would like to see somebody with me. I first realised that I needed help when I was my son's age, when I was 22. But I guess having a very fast brain and a lot of intelligence, which has helped me throughout a lot of the earlier difficulties, can also bring me undone in my adult life, because I rationalise everything out myself rather than getting the help. And the times when I've been forced into counselling, I've often wondered before it began, what am I going to talk about? But it's something that happens naturally. Like once I begin to talk, even though I'm not sorting out the heavier issues, just the talking, just the regular talking with somebody can ease things. I realised I needed help because I kept regularly undoing every project that I was beginning in my life. And I realised I had the ability to do a lot of things with my life, but at an emotional level I was damaged. And that's what I had to work on. And realising it at my son's age, at age 22, didn't mean that I was going to surrender to that and do something about it. And that's the very thing I'm trying to tell my son now. He keeps telling me how intelligent he is, and I keep telling him there's 3 aspects. There's physical, mental and emotional to a human being. And he pushes me away when I try to tell him that emotionally he's damaged. Any addiction means that we are escaping from ourselves, and we're escaping from the pain within, the pain of our past, the pain of our past losses and mistakes. Because once you work through the pain of that, You have no need to escape.